Hi, everybody. It's Gary here.
And Dain Heer, here.
You're always here.
Don't you think I know it? Can you imagine with a name like Dain Heer, what I grew up with all through school?
Yeah, you always did present.
Exactly. They'd say here, and I'd go, present, here, yes. Anyway, welcome to the Creative Edge of Consciousness this week, where we're talking about losing the ache of dissatisfaction. Gary, what does that mean?
Okay, well, basically what it boils down to is this. Most of us spend our lives being dissatisfied with something, mostly us. Losing the ache of dissatisfaction is recognizing that dissatisfaction is a possibility that you could have, that you're aware of, that you don't choose.
So you have a dissatisfaction when there's a possibility that you could have, that you could choose, that you're not choosing and heading in the direction of.
Yeah.
So how many of you have ever done that in your lives?
You know, it's like you don't get that dissatisfaction is a gift, not a problem. Most of you think if you're dissatisfied, you have a terrible problem. No, you have a gift called awareness of possibility.
Wow. Talk about reframing.
Yeah.
Totally changing the whole point of view of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what this is all about. Is like, how can you get to the gift that's underneath what you thought was the problem or the difficulty?
When it isn't. It's actually not a problem or difficulty, it's an ability. And most of you don't get that dissatisfaction that sort of gnaws at you all the time is really your awareness of a possibility gnawing at you and asking to be allowed to come to actualization and fruition. So you've got to be willing to have this place of recognizing, okay, I'm dissatisfied. What actually can be occurring here? What actually can happen? And what am I not choosing that I could choose? Because it's a gift you are born with, okay? Not everybody is dissatisfied, okay? Some people are very happy to sit around and watch TV all day and do nothing.
True story. So if you recognize it's a gift that you're born with, you also recognize that when you were a kid and you were dissatisfied, a lot of times you were made wrong. And your parents are like...
A lot of times?
Okay, almost all the time you were made wrong. You know, and your parents are like, why can't you be grateful for what I gave you? And you're like, well, because I know there's more. Why aren't you giving me everything? You know? Yeah. And so anything you've done to turn that into a wrongness, now what happens is, now you get that awareness that is of a greater possibility that you're not yet choosing, and you go into the dissatisfaction, and now you judge you, and you make it a wrongness rather than the rightness of what am I aware of and what can I create that I'm not yet choosing.
Yeah. It's like, but I just realized when you said that, it's like, as kids, you come in with this sense that everything should be available to you.
Yep.
And what they teach you is, you can't have everything. That's the lie. So how many lies have you bought under the guise that you can't have everything?
Oh, baby.
Whoa, because you all get more than anybody else does already, and you could have it all if you wanted to have it all, if you would have it all, but you won't have it all, because if you had it all, then you'd have to be actually dissatisfied. Everything that is times a godzillion, we just try and create it all.
Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shirts, boys and beyonds. Yeah, and if you had it all, then you wouldn't be dissatisfied anymore.
Yeah.
And can you imagine losing that ache of dissatisfaction? Because what would happen is, as you started to allow yourself to have it all, now when another possibility showed up, rather than having to go into the dissatisfaction and the judgment of it and wondering what you were doing wrong, you go, oh, there's a possibility, what's it going to take to create that? Totally change the face of your reality. So everything that doesn't allow the face of your reality to change, as that ache of dissatisfaction goes away.
Oh, you mean it wouldn't have to be you'd switch partners? That's what most people think, you know, changing the face of dissatisfaction is changing partners.
That was I'll put that in the non sequitur category, but
okay,
yes.
Good.
Okay, good. Everything that is times a godzillion. Will you just run and grade it, please?
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys and beyonds.
I had so many different visuals when you said changing partners. I wasn't sure where exactly you were going.
Yes,
anyway,
but I did get out of your head where you were going. Never mind. I didn't say a thing.
I didn't either.
Okay.
So there.
So I got a process here. So what have you made so vital and valuable about the wrongness, the distress, and the necessity of the ache of dissatisfaction that keeps you from recognizing the gift it truly is and that you truly are? Everything that is times a godzillion, we just run and create it all.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys and beyonds.
See, everybody who ever had the ache of dissatisfaction was willing to create something great that didn't exist to take away that dissatisfaction. It's your creative edge that, oh, that sounds like this
I like
thing.
that. We should create a program around that.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
Brilliant.
It's the creative edge that you have that others do not. Please get this. It's very important.
So what have you made so vital and valuable about the wrongness, the distress, and the necessity of the ache of dissatisfaction that keeps you from recognizing the gift that it is and that you truly are? Everything that is times the God's all you need, destroying and creative, please.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So there you go, folks. That's the ache of it all.
Oh, and by the way, depending on when you're getting this, we actually have a class coming up. Evening class in Paris, live streamed around the world, to help you change the ache of dissatisfaction.
Your choice.
Be there or be square.
Yes. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, y'all.
See you next time.
Bye.
Welcome to the world.